Hello and welcome to the first ever breakdown in my YouTube channel. This breakdown, we will be covering the majority of the Shibuya incident arc, more specifically episodes 9 till the very finale, I hope. And if not, then at least till episode 20 or 21, I think. I think that will be the best. So, for now, we're going to be kicking off this series with the ninth episode, Gojo versus the Cursed Spirits and the Idle Humans. This episode is directed by Teppei Okuda and is storyboarded by the series director himself, Shoda Goshonozo. So, with a brilliant director like Goshonozo in mind, he has boarded episodes 1 and 5, two very ambitious episodes, and a rising director like Teppei Okuda, who showed up on the 7th episode. How will the overall aesthetic of the episode be with the great series director like Go supporting it with a rising talent like Teppei Okuda? So now in mind, we're going to be starting off with the direction on boarding. Overall, on this episode, Goshono's board is most restricted till now. Yet, however, it manages to be filled to the brim with its unique angles and utilization of 3D backgrounds that still manages to aid in showcasing the horror that is inspiring in the Shibuya train station. It definitely is a bit more limited in the fifth episode, with stills being a huge component compared to the rest of Goshono's episodes. Yet, thanks to his brilliant capabilities and alongside some strong direction from Teppei Okuda, like brilliant OST utilization, like what is seen during the Ghetto and Gojo confrontation scene by using a rather calm and harmonic OST that just showcases a breeziness of calmness within Gojo's mind as he sees his old friend. I would also like to focus on Goso's abilities to extending scenes and making them different compared to their manga counterpart. This was also seen in episode 1 with scenes such as the Ghetto and Gojo confrontation. Instead of taking place in a hallway in the school, it now takes place at a basketball court. This time around, the plan to explain Gojo's downfall was done by using choji pieces or a board game that really is managing to be symbolic and give such a great aesthetic to this great episode. So now we understand that the board for this episode was pretty restrained compared to Goso's the rest of the Goso's other two episodes. So with this in mind, how was the animation? How was the movement of this episode? The movement of this episode is mainly focused on two scenes. One of the main animators of the show, Kaito Tomioka, and rising animator Daniel Kim, who has just done KE on the second episode of the series. He has been a great animator, even doing the legendary Gojo spinning pencil scene and the Gojo vs. Masked Man scene in the second episode. He also participated on the sixth episode in the Earthworm scene, but that really doesn't matter, it's stupid. So Kim's scene in the episode is quite possibly his most famous, handling Hanami's amputation under the hands of Gojo. The sense of weight and velocity within this scene just managed to remind everyone, especially me, of One Piece animator Vincent Chansard. And the sense of rhythmic movement and realistic inertia really helped in making his scene the best during the early stages of the of this arc because of this Western type animation. The other highlight is Kaito Tomioka, as it is both chaotic yet swift, just like what is needed for the legendary scene in which Gojo takes out the entirety of the cursed and idle humans within less than 300 seconds. Yet, of course, while I focus on these two highlights, other great scenes comes to mind, including Uriko Narahashi's scene in which Gojo eliminates Jogo's arm with some corrections from one of the legendary artists, Sota Yamazaki, and another scene from Von Oba handling the more ambitious parts of Goso's board. And with this episode 9's breakdown comes to a close. It's definitely more limited compared to the rest of Goso's episode, but it still manages to be a really good one thanks to Akutami and Goso being really good at their jobs. So with this, I will be skipping episode 10 because it is pretty limited in nature compared to what is happening in this arc. You just know that Yusuke Takada managed to do good with what he had, and the animation from guys like Koto Sakayama really gave off this feeling of creepiness. So next episode, we're going to be focusing on episode 11. Hayato Kurosaki, one of the great animators on the show, has debuted on as director and storyboard. So with this in mind, please stick around, see you later, and have a good day. Goodbye.